Hey everyone, it's Hairstylist Heather with the 411 Mamas, and this was my time to talk about a discussion video. Trying to figure out what I was going to do because I could not decide, and I was like, I guess I'll do my labor and delivery with Kinsley. Try to talk about it. So it's been a while. She is 1.5. She's 18 months old now, so it's been a while since I had her, and trying to remember back, it's kind of hard too. But I did do my labor and delivery videos that I'm really glad I did so that I could remember more. So yeah, and I'll put the link to those here because I have 1 part and 2 part. And I'll put those here so that if you want to go see those, probably be more detailed than what I'm going to talk about here. But it's just an amazing experience. I just loved it. I cannot wait to have more kids. And it did hurt, obviously. It usually does for most women. But it was like amazing, the most amazing thing ever. And I just love her so much. So yeah, it's kind of crazy because if you don't know me and my experience already from my original channel, then I'm about to tell you. So I was 36 weeks in like 4 days, I think, and when I had Kinsley. And she was not little. She was not a preemie. She was not tiny. She was big. She was an 8-pounder baby. She was 8 pounds 4 ounces, my little chunker. And so yeah, so I don't know. I'm not, a nurse or doctor, so I don't know what had happened really with my due date, because I really thought my due date was on track from what I went by, like my last period and all that. It was pretty much right on, but like, even when I went to my ultrasounds, they were saying that she was a little bit bigger. She was a little bit ahead of schedule. You can probably see in my pregnancy vlogs, like I was saying, she was above average even by what they were telling me. But they never did want to change my due date. Like, they never wanted to move it up or anything. But just from that I guess I kind of knew that she may come earlier. But I didn't know, because I know that I've heard that from other people and they were like, right near their due date and everything. So I still planned on her being right around her due date and everything, because they never tell me. But I ended up having her early, and she was 8 pounds 4 ounces. So obviously my due date was also, she just grew like really fast and grew like really good and developed really good and all that, and quicker than usual maybe. I don't know. But I mean, she's definitely on track and above average in all her, when we go to the doctor and stuff, like, because even when she, at her 2-month doctor appointment, the doctor was like, she looks like she's 4 months old. So I don't know what happened. Back to my labor and delivery, what happened. So my back hurt really bad, and so for me, yeah, it was mainly my back. It was not anything in the front. I had Braxton Hicks contractions in my stomach in the front a lot, closer to the end, but like my back never hurt, hardly ever. And I stood up and worked. I'm a hairstylist, so I stood up and worked all the time. And my back would hurt if it was like a really long day, I was standing up a lot, but I tried to take breaks and sit down and put my feet up and stuff, so I was pretty much okay. But the day before, because I had her on a Sunday, Saturday my back started hurting like really bad. And like I hadn't even packed my diaper bag or done my diaper bag video yet. So like, my hospital bag. So like, yeah, and I did it that's what I'm saying. I did it that night, or the night before. Yeah, I did it that night, and then Saturday night is when I went to the hospital. And I thought my back was just hurting because, okay, I'm 36 weeks. I didn't think I was going to have her yet because I still had 4 more weeks to go. So I just thought my back was hurting because I know you have back pains when you're pregnant and everything. And I just thought, it's getting here at the end. I'm getting big. Because I worked Saturday, and that's when my back started hurting really bad. So I put like this back stuff on me, and it helped a little bit, and this was when we had went to Target, and I like had that stuff on my back, so my back was hurting really bad, and yeah, so, but then that night when I got home and I finished packing my bags and everything, and I got into bed, and I could not get to sleep. My back really started hurting like really bad. So I think it was getting pretty late, and I called the doctor, and I was like, my back is hurting really bad, and it's not, like easing off or anything. I've tried different things to help it, but it's not working. She was like, well, if you're 36 weeks and your back's hurting really bad, then you need to head to the hospital. And that's when we took off out the door. And I was like, do you think we need our bags? Because I was like, I don't think this is it. I think it's just false alarm. We won't need our bags. She was like, we're taking the bags. So we took the bags. God, this is going to be a long video. I don't even know if I should upload this. It's going to be too long. But anyways, try to shorten it. Let me kind of speed it up here. Well, anyway, so we left, and on her way, a funny little story here, we stopped at McDonald's because we were both hungry, but I couldn't even eat, really. But anyways, we got there, and they were monitoring. Oh yeah, my water had broke like before this. It was like torn. It wasn't like a big gush or anything. And so when I got there, they didn't think my water had broke either, but the little test said it did. So they admitted me and everything, and if I'm thinking right, I may be wrong on this part because I didn't watch the whole part 2. You'll have to go see my labor and delivery part 2. Actually talks about my labor and everything that happened. So I'm thinking when I got there, I wasn't that far, like just like on 1 centimeter. But oh yeah, before my last doctor visit, they told me that I was 1 centimeter, I think, and 100% effaced. Like I was like done, because when I lost my mucus plug, like that next day, I think I'd went, and that's when they told me. I was like, what, already? But they said I could stay like that though for a few weeks before I had her, so they weren't concerned right then. He thought that my water hadn't broke either yet, which it may not have been, but that there'd be a big gush, like, coming up soon. My water would break. Anyways, so I think they waited a while before they gave me my epidural. I think I was at like a 3, but then like the next second that she checked me, I was at a 9, and I was about ready to push after my epidural, and like the epidural was like nothing. And then like, cause I think I took like a little nap, and then yeah, so then I pushed. But the pushing thing was harder than I thought, because they said her head was like really low. They're like, her head is like right there. She's gonna be here any minute. But I think I pushed for like 2 or 3 hours. I don't know. Maybe I should look on here. Pushing so long, or the way I was pushing her. So yeah, I don't. Anyways, I pushed for a long time, and she was actually turned the wrong way. Was the thing. That was harder for her to come out. Like she really, like I could see her move her in my belly when she moved her over, cause she was like sideways wanting to come out, and she's supposed to be like this way coming out or whatever. But anyways, more detailed I think on my labor and delivery. But yeah, so trying to remember. I mean, I think that's about it. Yeah, so then she was here, and she was so good, and I did breastfeed for a little while. She did really good with that, like really good. Trying to think. And my my recovery after that, I feel like wasn't that bad. Like my bleeding stopped pretty soon. It was heavy right at first, and then like a few days after, I was fine. I could walk fine. I mean, it was a little uncomfortable, but they give you all that stuff to use, and it really does help. And yeah, I would say like a week, and I was like pretty good. But anyway, so thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, find us on Facebook and everything. I hope this was interesting to hear my experience with labor and delivery, and yeah, so thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.